What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, if you missed our video from this morning, we break down the first photo of Sadie Sink live on set and in costume for Spider-Man Brand New Day. But the same source who posted that photo has now posted behind-the-scenes set footage and photos of Mark Ruffalo's Hulk on set. And what's going on in the scene is kind of curious and actually reveals a ton about the plot. We're going to break down exactly what is seen in the video and the photos. We have them for you here, and then talk about what exactly is happening in this scene as it pertains to the plot of Spider-Man Brand New Day. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who's been subbing lately and helped grow the channel. We are growing again at an insane pace, so thank you. And if you haven't already, whether this is your first time finding us or you've been rocking with the channel for a while, if you enjoy the content, the best way to support us is by hitting the subscribe button. Plus, it'll enter you for the giveaways. All you got to do is be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so all the behind the scenes footage and photos are coming from the same source, UPBOXPHD. You can follow him on his YouTube channel and his Twitter under that exact same handle. This is the guy who's been leaking a ton of stuff for Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day, among other films. So if this is in any way going to spoil anything for you, this is your spoiler warning. If you want to go into the unknown not knowing, now is the time to back out. Okay, so after several huge Hollywood trades confirmed that Mark Ruffalo was starring in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and even though he was still denying it, today we got our very first look of Mark Ruffalo on set of Spider-Man Brand New Day, covered by the same sort of hooded rain jacket that Sadie Sink was wearing to cover their costume. Now, the next shot comes as part of a video. I will only post a still from it where you can clearly see that he's in Bruce Banner form on a stretcher getting wheeled away by paramedics. Now, this is super exciting for reasons we'll get into in just a second, but we have to get into the rest of the scene to really paint a picture what's going on here. He's getting wheeled away into an ambulance, but to set the scene of what's happened before this, there are tons of craters in the concrete, very similar to the landscape we've seen, say, in New York City or during Age of Ultron when the Hulk was fighting the Hulkbuster. There are several craters everywhere, broken concrete, and an enormous hole in the side of the wall that we think is the prison. The same prison that we see Michael Mando's Scorpion still wearing his white jumpsuit from last we saw him in the Spider-Man Homecoming post-credit scene, coming out of said prison and getting taken away in a helicopter. So, the scene set here is Hulk's now in Bruce Banner form, getting wheeled away in an ambulance. However, right before that happens, it looks like he is definitely full-on original Hulk, Savage Hulk form, and broken into the side of the prison that not only freed Scorpion, but presumably other villains as well. Now, first and foremost, the reason this is so exciting is it looks like we can finally say goodbye to Professor Hulk. I would say probably everybody's least favorite version of this character, and just a bad taste in everyone's mouth, since this is the version not only that they depowered him to during Avengers Endgame, but then left us with for the entirety of the Multiverse saga. Look, don't get me wrong, Professor Hulk is fine, but we definitely want a more powerful Hulk, and it's great to hear that finally they found a way to have him revert. But what could have caused that? Now, obviously, we're still speculating at the main villain in this film. Mr. Negative has mind control powers, and it's already been speculated that perhaps Mr. Negative controlling Professor Hulk is what could actually unleash the Savage Hulk. Quick asterisk, some of you asked what Savage Hulk is. That's just the OG Hulk, the version of Hulk that Bruce Banner turns into what we know is the OG Green Hulk, that's Savage Hulk. But if not Mr. Negative, this definitely leaves a huge question mark as to what caused this reversion and where it leaves the Bruce Banner character as we enter Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Certainly, Savage Hulk is the version we want to see, we just don't know what's leading him to it if it's not Mr. Negative's mind control. But whomever took control of the Hulk or caused this reversion into a Savage Hulk, it's probably not coincidence that he broke through the side of the prison. Look, if you needed to break into a prison, you needed an unstoppable force to do so, and you didn't have the Juggernaut, the Hulk would be the next best case. So it looks like someone is purposely doing this, and if not, again, Mr. Negative, it could be that Scorpion is using someone on the outside with some mind control technology in order to cause this to happen. Now, going one step further than that, we know from some of the leaked concept art from the original production on this film, where we saw Spider-Man on Hulk's shoulder and then some other art of them in different scenes, that it is the Savage Hulk in that concept art. It's not Professor Hulk and Spider-Man teaming up, it's Savage Hulk and Spider-Man teaming up. And considering we also know that Spider-Man and Punisher will be at odds for most of this film, but then probably end up teaming up to take down all of the villains, whomever the real big bad is. We also know that Daredevil's most likely confirmed as well. I'm thinking there's a real good shot that we may end up seeing some sort of dream team of street level heroes where it's Punisher, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and the Hulk all teaming up together to take down Mr. Negative, Shathra, or whomever the real villain of this film ends up being. Now, I know some people have speculated that what happened with Sentry in the Void at the end of the Thunderbolts could have affected Bruce Banner in some sort of way, but I'm not thinking that's the case. I'm not thinking they'll steal the agency of how this happened because it's such a monumental thing for the character. They should show us that during the film. It'll be part of the plot and the motivation for whomever let him loose on the prison in the first place. So they're not going to go ahead and sandbag that and say, well, Bruce Banner hasn't been the same since what happened with Sentry. They'll let that be its own thing because, again, they're not going to take for granted that people who come to a Spider-Man movie, a lot of them may not have seen the Thunderbolts given what the box office is projected to be for Spider-Man and, well, wasn't for the Thunderbolts. They know a lot of these fans see all the movies, but some of them won't. And there is definitely a large movie-going audience that will turn out for a Spider-Man movie that maybe hasn't seen a Marvel movie in quite some time. So they'll include that reasoning, I'm sure, in this film. It won't be because of the Sentry. But the huge takeaway here is that Marvel Studios is making the right move with the Hulk character at a critical time. No one wanted to see the Hulk versus Wolverine and it be Professor Hulk. No one wants to see the Hulk as a part of Secret Wars and it be Professor Hulk. We want the real Hulk in the mix. And in a world where we have She-Hulk, Red Hulk, Scar, and presumably other versions of Hulk coming to the future of the MCU, like Amadeus Cho, who's just another smart Hulk, or Hulkling, who really isn't a Hulk at all. Really, all we want to see is the OG Hulk smash, and it looks like we're headed headlong, pun totally intended, right into that. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below about this reaction and news, and what you're hoping for the end of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Plus, who do you think the villain is? I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We are still giving away PlayStation 5s. The next one is at the end of the year for Wonder Man. If you want to be entered to win, just be a sub, leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Also, you can come hear my band All Fires live in Tampa on November 15th. Tickets are starting to sell extremely quickly and are very limited. So only $15, link down in the description in the comments. Come check out the band. I'm doing a meet and greet when doors open as well. Come say hi. It's going to be a great time. Thanks for checking out the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.